All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hurakakadash. Double honor to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me the truth. Peace and shalom to my fellow Akim that taught me the truth and that are pushing the truth with honesty and sincerity. Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect as well, man. So this is going to be a short video, a little willing it is. You know how things turn out. But just going into they have bills and policies to make sure that you Negroes stay down, stay at the bottom, man. Okay. And this is a video from it's called "He Changed the Name to African Diaspora," which I really hate that because we're not African. And he's had Priest Zabak on his show a few times, so Phil knows that that we are Israelites. And his show used to be called the Phil something show, but it got based off in Houston. He comes out with decent information every once in a while. He definitely knows and understands the supremacy that's being pushed through Esau Edom against our people. And again, he knows that we are Israelites, but hey, man, if you're the elect, you're the elect, Any other understanding, you do, and the Lord put the spirit on brothers, saying to do their work, did the work of the Lord. But he came out with this video a few days ago, and it says Biden's first day proves once again, see, he has the word, and 2/3 of brothers and sisters aren't going to make it. And you niggas aren't going to make it, man. Okay? Because you're trusting in oppression, man. As I said in my previous video, man. All right? So we're just going to go through some of the executive orders that Biden signed. And we're going to go into a little bit of this article of Proposition A. Something that was put in place to stop in California, or something that was put in place to stop anything specifically being targeted towards you, you Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes to help you get forward. Okay, i.e., like reparations in that particular state. Okay, so then there's reparations was just an example. Okay, and again, with Biden's upcoming executive orders, yet again he's showing you niggas that you're not on his playlist, man. And so that's what we're just gonna get into, man. We understand that what times that we are in, and the more and more we get closer to the end, the more and more this devil will reveal himself. He's supposed to be signing more executive orders going into the whole domestic terrorism thing. So we'll see what comes up here in these next few days. But this is just going to be, we're just going to dive a little bit into this video and get into that Proposition 16 article going into the blocking for any type of aid or help directed specifically towards you tribes.
Contributor, or they get to the point they're actually working for us, they're going to choose the story. They're going to come up with their own commentary. They're going to come up with everything. I'm not going to tell somebody what to do because I want people that know how to think. I don't want people around me that don't know how to think. That's the worst people ever. Like, well, tell me what to do. No, you think for yourself. Tell me what you're going to do.
And that's right. Our people are, due to the public school system, our people have been trained not to be critical thinkers, man. Just been trained to be employees or slaves, because that's what the word employee goes back into, and not think for yourself, which is why you're going to have a lot of people come up against the man of the Lord and you so-called truthers, because we think critically. All right, the reading the scriptures, you have to think for yourself. You have to think critically, man. All right, to separate yourself from the world and what the Lord Yahweh Shai expects you as a servant.
I just don't like people that can't think. Look, I know this system like people that don't think, but you can't be around me and not thinking. I don't like that because I got children. I got a 6-year-old. I don't need to sit and I teach her to think for herself too. I don't want people around me that can't think. Because what if I may not have the answer? I may need to lean on you for the answer that time. And you looking at me like, I don't know. And somebody already talking about the illegal immigration thing. I'm gonna get to that too. But anyway, let's start it off. So this is what I posted on my Twitter page. It said Biden's Biden's actions on the first day: rejoin the Paris Climate Accord, rejoin the World Health Organization. Yay! Installed coronavirus response coordinator, canceled the Keystone XL pipeline, which from what I read got rid of 11,000 jobs, and Canada is kind of mad about that. Included non-citizens in the census. Implemented mask mandate on federal property. Okay, I don't have no issue with that. Halted funding for Trump's border wall. Reverse travel ban targeting largely Muslim countries. Resume regular press briefing. Paused some deportations for 100 days and rescinded the 1776 commission. Now, out of all of that, what part of that is relevant to Black Americans? Now, we do remember that Joe Biden said that Black Americans is the one that got him voted in. And yet, look at what he done on his first day. Now, can someone tell me, I want to see when you respond a certain way that somebody responded to me on Twitter. Does any of that have to do anything with Black Americans at all? Because from what I'm seeing people that are Muslims, I'm seeing immigration, I'm seeing all kind of other things. But is that related to Black Americans? Can someone tell me? Okay. Black Centaura. Let me see. One thing I'm not gonna do is you gotta go. Because see, people, this is what they do, folks. People that can't think for themselves. First, they deflect. Say somebody else, you support Trump, you work for Trump.
Which is true. Whenever most people are put in a difficult position, their first thing is defense and deflect. All right, instead of answering the question straight up or head up, defense or deflection. All right, and so I mean, this shouldn't be a surprise, because a lot of you niggas were dancing in the streets when Biden was elected and put in the office, and nothing comes from this, man. And this is Ecclesiastes 12:10. We know this: never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so will his wickedness. Actually, I want to go down more. Never trust thy enemy. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so will his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. I mean, this is coming from the same man who called you niggas super predators, man. All right, and you voted him ahead of you. All right, you set him in charge of quote unquote your future, man, your destiny. Even though we know the elect understand and know what's coming down the pipe, but this is who you put. You set your enemy ahead of you, and the scriptures clearly go against that. Verse 12: set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take the seat, and thou hast at the last remember my words, and be pricked with therewith. All right, and you will remember that at the end, that you're not supposed to sit at the table with these people, that you are above these people, and you're setting these people above you. But again, that just goes into the curses, man. That just goes into the curses. Jake is just, looking for something, man. Looking for acceptance here in Babylon, a way to thrive and a way to make it here in Babylon, man. And that's just not going to work, man. Salakia. That's just not going to work, man. Okay? Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? or any such as come now wild beast. So when all these bills and policies come against your ass, no one's gonna feel sorry for you, because this is what you voted for. Okay, this man's gonna get ready to sign acts and bills and all kinds of shit to make sure that we don't have our freedom of speech, man. Okay, we're on the family of the word is basically here, man. All right, only thing that's not stopped has been stopped yet is brothers being taken off the corners, and with the lockdown or whatever, that'll be easy to do. All right, so I'm just gonna get into a little bit of this Proposition 16 that I seen, and this was months ago, but has not been talked about. It says Proposition 16, California's pros and cons. California banned affirmative action in the 1990s. Proposition 16 would repeal the ban. Let me see. A lot has changed since 1996 when voters passed Proposition 209, making it illegal for public institutions to discriminate against or grant preferential treatment based on an applicant's race, sex, color, ethnicity, or national region. Back then, California had a Republican governor. Affirmative action was a controversial topic. Since then, states across the nation have adopted affirmative action, and California has swung leftward. Proponents of Proposition 16 believe the widespread demonstrations calling for social justice in the wake of George Floyd's death signal readiness for policies that seek to redress inequality. They contend affirmative action is one of the most effective ways to provide opportunities to the underrepresented groups that have been historically discriminated against. So this is what the people want to do. They want to sign in bill and act just to help you niggas out. But no. Esau Edom doesn't want that. Not only was it Esau, but the brother, because I originally learned about this bill through watching GMS San Francisco Bay, and the brother was going into it. Okay, it wasn't just Esau; it was Edomites. Okay, you dirty ass Edomites, and you're going into slavery. I know one I got my eye on. We're gonna work him sun up to sun up. Anyway, you Edomites, of course Esau Edom was at the head, and I believe it was I want to say Moab that rejected this thing, man. But we'll just scroll down. We're not gonna read all of this. I've experienced racial discrimination, so I know what that's like. State Senator, here we go. Ling Chang said in a written statement, but the answer to racial discrimination is not more discrimination, which is what the bill proposes. The answer is to strengthen our institutions by improving our education system so all students have access to quality education and give opportunities to those who are economically disadvantaged. And that's bullshit, and that's more excuses, man. Okay, more excuses not to help you niggas, man. All right, let me see here. Shalakia. I thought I had Psalms 82. This is Psalms 82. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. All right, now you got Asia, Chinatown, and every part of the U.S. All right, they have their own section, but you don't have where they have their own businesses. You know, you have Little India. All right, of course you got Esau running shit all together. You know, you got the Hamites running up shit, but you don't see just a sector of just straight black-owned businesses, you know. But you see more, quote-unquote, black-owned business, but you see more happening, but to not, man. All right, this shit's getting shut down. All right, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And they do these through their bills, and through their policies. All right. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. All right. The Hamites, the African nation. Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. All right. And that's what they do, man. All right. When we go to these different world meetings, there's no one to represent you, quote unquote, Negroes. Esau sits in your place and speaks for you, man, and decides what you need and what you don't need, man. All right. And this is First Maccabees 2:10. Actually, let's read the chapter. First Maccabees 2:10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she has become a bond slave. And that's what you niggas are, man. Bond slaves, okay? Taken from your land. Taken from your land and made to build up another nation's land with no fame or no glory from it, man. Nothing to show from it. All right. The laughing stock of Babylon or America, man. All right. And this is Psalms 64:3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And their bitter words goes into their policies, their executive orders that they sign, their news media, all this other shit, man, that they have designed to destroy you, man. Okay. So this is Esau, Edom, and the other nations in a nutshell, man. All right. Let me see. We can just grab these. This is Deuteronomy 28:44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And this is what's gonna happen. You voted in Sleepy, Creepy Joe, and Camel Toe Harris, expecting to get a one up, man, or expecting some type of form of equality, and you're not gonna get it. Here it is. And I'll give it to him. It's only been what, a week he's been in office, but he's getting shit done. Okay, he's chose immigration over reparations. All right, because why wouldn't he go ahead and just, if he's going to give you reparations, or if he's going to come up with some kind of bill or act, why wouldn't he give you anything specifically off the jump, right? Because because it's a joke, man. It's a joke, and a lot of you niggas are finna see that through the hard way, man. Not to trust this man, not to trust this enemy, this beast system, man. All right. Let me see. That's it on that. Isaiah 11:15. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. All right. We have no one to care for us, man. We have no one looking out for us, man. This is why we're gonna have to trust and count on the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You're not gonna be saved or redeemed with money. All right. Ain't no way that's gonna work. President Joe Biden and they're not gonna give you any type of a proposition or affirmative action to comfort your ass here in Babylon. He hasn't even addressed the police brutality or anything to do about that. And niggas is still getting smoked by cops. Right. So yeah. So this just was a quick lesson, man. Or I thought a quick lesson about the average time going into never trust thy enemy, man. I don't know what I'm gonna label or title this particular lesson, but we see what's on the forefront, man, and it has nothing to do with you niggas, man. All right. Shalom.